My daughter banned me from her beach wedding. Then she sent me a huge bill for her honeymoon trip and even wrote, "Thanks," like it was completely normal. I just smiled quietly and made one phone call. 2 days later, her dream turned into a nightmare. If you enjoy revenge stories, make sure to subscribe to my new channel Revenge Power for more shocking, emotional, and mind-blowing stories like this one. The link is in the description. Go check it out and support the channel. Hey everyone, welcome to Behind Dad. If you love real family stories that hit hard and show what happens when parents finally stand up, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. You're going to want to stay for the full twist in this one. My name is Jack Thompson. I'm a 64-year-old dad from Florida who gave everything to raise my daughter Olivia by myself after her mom left when she was 5. I worked long hours in construction, skipped vacations, and poured every extra dollar into her life. Dance classes, private school, college tuition, and even helping with her first car. I was there for every milestone, but as she got older, Olivia started changing. She became entitled and distant. When she got engaged to Ryan last year, things got worse. Ryan came from money and encouraged her to see me as old-fashioned and embarrassing. The week before the wedding, Olivia called me. Her voice was cold. "Dad, I don't want you at the beach wedding. You don't fit the vibe and Ryan's family is very particular." I stayed quiet on the phone. Then 2 days later, I received an email bill for over $12,000 for their luxury honeymoon in the Bahamas. At the bottom she wrote, "Thanks for helping make our dreams come true." I stared at that message for a long time. My heart hurt, but I didn't yell or beg. I simply smiled, picked up my phone, and made one call to an old friend who owed me a big favor. That call was to Marcus, a man I helped years ago when he was starting his luxury travel business. Back then, I invested my savings and connections to get him going and never asked for anything in return. He always said if I ever needed a favor, just say the word. I told him the full situation calmly. How Olivia banned me from the wedding and then sent me that cold bill expecting me to pay for their dream honeymoon. Marcus listened without interrupting. His voice got serious and he simply said, "I got you, Jack. Consider it handled quietly. They won't know it was you." Meanwhile, Olivia was posting picture after picture on social media about her perfect beach wedding. She looked so happy and excited in her white dress on the sand, completely unaware of what was coming. Ryan commented on almost every post saying how they deserved the best and how this was their time to shine. I watched it all quietly from my living room in Florida. The pain of being banned from my only daughter's wedding cut deep, but seeing that $12,000 bill with her casual thanks lit a fire in me. I had sacrificed too much for too many years to be treated like an ATM machine with no feelings. The wedding day arrived. Olivia and Ryan had a beautiful ceremony on the beach with 200 guests, live music, and expensive flowers everywhere. Everything looked perfect in the photos she posted. But while they were celebrating and dancing under the stars, things were already moving behind the scenes. Marcus had made some important calls to his high-level contacts in the travel and hospitality industry. The luxury resort in the Bahamas where they planned their week-long honeymoon received a quiet but firm message. 2 days after the wedding, while Olivia and Ryan were packing their suitcases and posting more excited stories, the first major problem hit them. The resort suddenly canceled their entire honeymoon booking due to an unexpected system error. No other suites were available for the next 3 weeks. Olivia called me in full panic mode. "Dad, something went wrong with the resort. Can you help fix this?" I kept my voice calm and said I would look into it, but deep down I already knew exactly what was happening. Olivia kept calling and texting me nonstop over the next few hours. Her voice got more stressed with every call. Then the airline suddenly had mysterious issues with their first-class tickets. The seats were reassigned to economy, and no refund was possible on short notice. Next, the private boat tour and romantic dinner cruise they had booked got completely canceled without explanation. Her dream honeymoon was falling apart piece by piece right before their eyes. She sounded desperate and confused. Ryan was angry in the background, blaming the resort, the airline, and bad luck. For the first time in her life, they were facing real consequences for how they had treated me. I drove down to the beach town where the wedding happened and stayed at a small, quiet hotel nearby. Olivia eventually showed up at my door looking exhausted, stressed, and completely confused. "Dad, everything is going wrong with our honeymoon. I don't understand why this is happening." I invited her in, we sat down on the couch, and I reminded her of all the years I supported her without ever asking for anything in return. Then I showed her the bill she had sent me. Tears filled her eyes as she read her own words again. She tried to explain that Ryan had convinced her it was normal to ask me for money, and that excluding me from the wedding would make things smoother with his rich family. But as she spoke, she started to see how selfish and ungrateful it all looked. I told her quietly that I made one phone call because I wanted her to understand that respect goes both ways in a family. Parents are not unlimited banks. We have hearts and feelings, too. Marcus had done exactly what I asked. He didn't completely destroy their trip, but he created enough problems to make them feel the real weight of their actions. The power of quiet consequences hit them harder than any shouting match ever could. Olivia sat there crying for a long time in my hotel room. She admitted that Ryan had slowly been influencing her to distance herself from me over the past year. She felt pressure to impress his wealthy family and thought banning me from the wedding and sending that bill would be no big deal. Hearing the full truth hurt me deeply, but it also opened the door for real honesty between us. I told her I loved her more than anything in this world, but I would no longer allow myself to be disrespected and used. She called Ryan and told him they needed to come talk to me together. Later that evening, Ryan showed up at the hotel looking nervous and uncomfortable. He tried to apologize, but I could tell a big part of it was just for show. I looked him straight in the eyes and said calmly that if he ever encouraged my daughter to treat me this way again, there would be more serious consequences. He nodded quickly and didn't argue back. The next day Marcus arranged a more modest, but still nice honeymoon package for them. It wasn't the ultra-luxury experience they originally wanted, but something they could actually afford on their own. Olivia thanked me with real tears this time. She promised that things would change going forward. For the first time, she started understanding that family isn't about what you can get from someone, but about love, respect, and gratitude. Over the following weeks, Olivia slowly began to change. She started visiting me more often without asking for money. She called just to talk and check on me. She even came over one weekend to help me fix up the backyard and cook dinner together like we used to when she was younger. Ryan kept a much lower profile and started treating her with more respect after seeing how quickly things could turn. The entitled young woman who sent me that cold bill was finally starting to grow up and appreciate what she had. I never regretted making that one phone call to Marcus. Sometimes tough love and quiet consequences are the only way to wake someone up from entitlement. I had given Olivia almost everything she ever wanted, but she needed to learn the real value of gratitude and respect the hard way. That single call didn't destroy her wedding or honeymoon completely, but it taught her a lesson she would remember for the rest of her life. We sat together on the beach one peaceful evening about a month later and had our longest honest talk in years. She apologized sincerely for banning me from the wedding and for sending that bill. She said she finally understood how much I had sacrificed for her over the years. I hugged her tight and told her I forgave her completely, but the respect had to stay from now on. Our relationship started healing in a deeper and stronger way than it had been in a very long time. Today, Olivia and I are closer than we have been in many years. She calls me regularly just to talk about her life and ask for my advice. She and Ryan are working on their marriage with much more humility and respect. She even started volunteering with young couples to help them understand the importance of family values and gratitude. Being a dad means loving your children enough to sometimes let them face real consequences. I smiled quietly that day and made one phone call because I refused to be treated like a fool any longer. In the end, that decision helped save our relationship and taught my daughter one of the most important lessons of her life. If you're a parent watching this right now and your kids have been taking you for granted, remember that sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Love them deeply, but never let them walk all over you. If this story touched your heart, drop a comment below and tell me, have your children ever taken advantage of your kindness? And if you know a dad who needs to hear this powerful message, please share this video with him right now. Thank you for watching Behind Dad. Hold your family close, but never forget your own worth and dignity. Go. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next story.